Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today Google released Android 17 QPR1 Beta 8. Even though we already have the QPR2 Beta 1 cycle ongoing, but Google decided to release one more beta for QPR1, and let me explain exactly what's happening with this update. So without further ado, let's jump in. First things first, if your device is enrolled in the beta program, you will only receive QPR2 Beta 1 via OTA. Your only option to install this update is to have your device on QPR1 Beta 7 and then sideload this update using a PC, which I did on my 9 Pro XL to show you all the new changes. So let's start with the build number as usual. It's CP31.260.623.010. And surprisingly, this update has some new features to talk about. The first change is related to the live notifications. Previously, when you start the stopwatch or the timer and then go back to the home screen, it used to appear in the at a glance widget exactly the same way as showing now on my 10 Pro XL running QPR2 Beta 1. But currently, this feature is a live notification, showing here a pill at the top left corner with the stopwatch icon and the counter. Tapping on it reveals the live notification banner where you can pause, start, reset, or even snooze the notification if you want. I thought that this change will also apply to other things like the media controls or the recorder app, but I found that only the clock app got this new change. Moving to the quick settings, we got a nice improvement related to the wallet tile. Now when you tap on it, it expands properly into the wallet app. So let me show you this one more time. When you compare this to the previous animation, you will see a day and night difference. It used to load in a weird way from the side, while currently it's a lot more refined, and here's a side-by-side comparison between the two. Now let's talk about the Wallpaper and the Style app, which got some new changes, but keep in mind you will see the same exact changes on QPR2 Beta 1, Android Canary 2607. It seems like Google silently updated the app, which also impacts the other versions. So the first thing you will notice here, instead of showing some suggested wallpapers at the bottom, now you get quick access to live effects, AI wallpaper, and emoji workshop. And when you go inside the more wallpaper page, I no longer see the suggested wallpapers as well, and I only have a button to choose a photo. And when you tap on live effects and then choose one of your photos, you will see a minor visual tweak. The border around the selected color now matches the color itself. It's now red, and when I choose the brown color, as you see, the color is different, which wasn't the case before. And when you try to set the wallpaper and then tap on next, this animation is less bouncy when compared to the previous versions. And when you go to the AI wallpaper, then select any of the categories and expand the drop-down menu. To me, this page looks different than the previous versions. Back to the main page, when you scroll down under home screen, then go to icons, then create, you will see a brand new option added to the list called Disco. And on the left, you can see a screenshot from the previous version that doesn't have this one. This Disco option doesn't give you the chance to apply any modifications like others, but it has a fixed look. And let me also apply it to my home screen to show you how it looks in action. By this, I covered all the new features in this update, and now let me show you the latest wallpapers added to the Wallpapers by In-Depth Thick Reviews app. You've seen some of them throughout the video, and you can tell that they look great. Plus, you have the ability to download any of these wallpapers locally on the device, which will allow you to apply the wallpaper effects on any of them. Plus, you have the ability to edit the wallpaper before downloading or just download the original version. If you want to give it a try, you will find Google Play Store download link in the description. And now let's get back to QPR1 Beta 8. And now let's talk about the bug fixes as mentioned in the release notes. We got 4 fixes. The first one is a fix for an audio framework buffer management issue that caused unexpected loud audio corruption and static during media playback and notification interactions. We got a fix for an issue where the Pixel tablet speaker dock would frequently go offline or fail to connect when attached. An NFC service regression that causes affected NFC tags to fail to read data or open URLs, And finally, a fix for an issue where fingerprint authentication is not triggered when attempting to unlock the device. And now let's talk about my experience with the performance and stability of this build while filming the video. To me, it was very stable. Everything loads as fast as expected. I didn't come across any major bugs or showstoppers. Everything works perfectly well. And when it comes to the Geekbench scores, I did it twice for the CPU, and the highest number I got is 4,536, and the single core is 1,927, which is about the same as the previous numbers. When it comes to the GPU, I got 8,789, which is also about the same. So that's pretty much it for today. These are all the new features I wanted to show you in Android 17 QPR1 Beta 8. Please let me know in the comments if I missed anything. But for now, thanks so much for watching and see you in the next video.